Keep the faith. It's hard taking into consideration what path we started out on and seeing the occupation as it is now. As we who are part of this movement take moments to step back and look at our work, every time it seems we say, "What the hell happened?" But we've tapped upon something extraordinary here. As we've rushed to take on the top 1%, we've found ourselves helping and supporting our brothers and sisters in the bottom 1%. Kind of a cosmic giggle. In doing so, we've created a culture, a village that does just that. We are accidental, anthropological, mad scientists. Charity organizations all over Lane County are completely amazed at the work that we're doing. The city has tried to start a legal homeless camp, as far as I know, twice in the history of Eugene, and both times the camp imploded in on itself in less than 10 days. The director for St. Vinny's of Lane County, I hear, is quoted as saying that what we've accomplished is a miracle. We have their support. Cahoots, the Egan Warming Centers, Whitebird, First Christian, all these organizations are stepping back and applauding our success, intently watching it all unfold, chomping at the bit to help. We've tried to run off and accomplish one thing, and we ended up tripping over and discovering something completely different. That's divine purpose right there. Greater discoveries have been made through similar situations. The best thing to do right now is to cultivate that as a part of the movement as a whole. Let people who have no time or desire to help the homeless be the ones to organize rallies, invent alternatives, and express dissent against the top 1%. Nobody's stopping them. And I'll be right there alongside them, and I'll bring my new friends that are now fed, dry, and thus full of energy to help fight the good fight. Right now, the actual physical occupation is the most successful homeless village in Oregon, and it needs some good old-fashioned quality work and love put into it by those that wish to do so in order to keep it drumming. By getting people out of survival mode, they are able to empower themselves to make effective change. Nobody has the energy to learn a trade, organize around meetings, or much less save the world when they need a bed, food, and a dry place to be in. I've met with a gentleman who is living in the workyard the other day who's a master clockmaker and a master carpenter. He had a portfolio of his work, and it's beautiful. The stuff this man can make in 2 weeks, given some simple hand tools, would easily sell for several $1,000s. He'd never be able to do that, much less teach anybody his trades while he's cold, wet, hungry, tossed aside, and forgotten about. Needless to say, he's damned excited to be working in the workshop, and every person that we help in this way is a direct blow to the current rigmarole of society, and thus a victory against the top 1%. I personally hate that saying. But when we're dealing with any worry about the overall occupation movement being dragged down by this endeavor, keep in mind that Occupy Eugene is by no means a one-trick pony. There's an amazing, diverse group of people in the movement on all rungs of the class ladder that have the energy to build solidarity, organize, and create the new culture with us in many, many different ways. If we are to cultivate this village, then patience, understanding, and confidence are our tickets to keeping sane and staying successful. It's a marathon, not a sprint. The whole city's watching us pull rabbits out of hats and are wondering how the hell we're doing it. Some of them are watching on in total awe, while others are standing back and saying that we're cheating. Take care of yourself, man. I hope your sabbatical treats you well. Lord knows we've all been neglecting our own personal lives for all of this. The good news is that it's getting easier now that we know what path we're jogging on. We just have to pace ourselves.